Kal Halalim Yahweh Basham Yahushai Basham Recham Kodash Brakta Yahweh Brakta Yahushai. Learned this truth from Great Millstone GMS. Shalom. Now today's talk is gonna be on evil angels. Yes. You have the angels that are good on the right hand side of the Heavenly Father, and you have the angels that are evil on the left side of the Heavenly Father. They all do their job.
What sleep paralysis looks like. What sleep paralysis?
So as you saw there in that video what sleep paralysis looks like, she saw an evil angel, that lady. Angel on the left hand side of the Heavenly Father. Evil angels. Alright, Psalm 78 verse 49. Salakia. Alright, this is talking about the plagues of Egypt. Psalm 78 verse 44, and had turned their rivers into blood and their floods that they could not drink. You can see this the plagues that was in the land of Egypt. Alright. Psalm 78 verse 48. He gave up their cattle also to the hail, and their flocks to hot thunderbolts. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble, by sending evil angels among them. So they're angels, but they're evil angels. Just like Satan is an evil angel. This the spiritual demon, Satan. He's an angel, but he's evil. Alright. Now, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, you can read about, at least I know here, you can read about the you can read about evil angels in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 2, that the land of Egypt was plagued with. So in Psalm 78, you saw evil angels. Wisdom of Solomon 17, verse 2, also talks about evil angels in Egypt, when Egypt was plagued. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 2, for when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. For while they supposed to lie hidden their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. I looked up define apparition, a ghost or ghost-like image of a person. A ghost? Interesting. Alright, where is it? Okay. And trouble with strange apparitions. Those evil angels, strange apparitions. For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear. But noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. For neither might the corner that held them. So it was in corners. They hearing waters falling down, sounded about them. You in your living room hearing all that. And sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. No power of the fire might give them light. Yeah, this happened when Egypt was being plagued with the darkness plague. I believe it was 3 days of darkness. Let me check. But yeah, I really do believe it's 3 days of darkness. Just to check. Alright. Yeah. 3 days. So during them 3 days of darkness, this is what was happening. No power of fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself. That's scary. Very dreadful, for being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. They was jacked up and they was being terrorized. Alright. They thought the things which they saw to be worse than the things they saw not. What was they seeing? I don't know for sure. They were just terrified in there. As for the illusions of art magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from the sick soul were sick themselves of fear, were they to be laughed at. Were they to be laughed at. Alright. For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that pass by and hissing of serpents. So they can't see, it's dark. Oh man. Yet being scared with beasts that pass by and hissing of serpents. He just jacked up. That's the evil angels, man. That's the evil angels. They died for fear, denying that they saw the air, which could of no side be avoided. They died for fear. They got scared to death. For wickedness condemned by her own witness is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience always forecasted grievous things. So they're forecasting grievous things. Alright, look up forecasted. Or forecast. Forecasting. Alright, forecast. Predict or estimate a future event or trend. Alright, so they're probably... I ain't moving Billy, because if I move, I'm gonna get torn apart by whatever just passed by. Something like that. Forecasted grievous things. I'm trying to give you an example. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succours which reason offereth. And the expectation from within being less counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. But they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell, were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions, that's them evil angels, and partly fainted, their heart filling them for a sudden fear, and looked not for came, and not their heart failing them for a sudden fear, and not looked for came upon them. So I read it again. They were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions of evil angels. So then whosoever there fell down was strictly kept shut up in a prison without iron bars. So they so scared they ain't moving. It's like they're in a prison without bars because they're so scared. So you put someone in a prison, they gonna stay there. They were so scared they would just stay there like it was a prison. For whether he were a husbandman or shepherd or a laborer in the field, he was overtaken and endured that necessity which could not be avoided, for they were all bound with one chain of darkness. Whether it were a whistling wind or a melodious noise of bards, among the spreading branches, or a pleasing fall of water running violently. Yeah, that's a lot. There shouldn't be no water, but you're hearing all this. Wow. Or a terrible sound of stones cast down. That's a bad jump scare. Mess somebody up. Or running that could not be seen of skipping beasts. Oh, mm. Or a roaring voice of the most savage wild beast. This scare people during the day when they see the roaring. If somebody sees a roaring voice of a most savage wild beast in person during the day, they're gonna be messed up. It's messed up. Or a rebounding echo from the hollow mountains, echoing. These things made them to swoon for fear. For the whole world shined with clear light, and none were hindered in their labor. Over them only was spread in heavy night an image of that darkness which should afterward receive them, but yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness. Nevertheless, thy saints, the Israelites, had a very great light, whose voice they hearing and not seeing their shape, because they also had not suffered the same things that counted them happy. Alright. So Israelites had light. So he cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation, trouble, for sending evil angels among them. You read more in detail about them evil angels in Wisdom of Solomon. Yeah, that's all gonna come back again. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse. I'll start out. I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So those apparitions are coming back, those evil angels, to this place, modern as before, as you see, as before. You can't say I'm going to Russia like before if you've never been to Russia, or wherever you go. Or I'm cooking rice as before, but you never cook rice in your entire life. As before. Them evil angels is coming back. And they're gonna come back and terrorize Babylon the Great, America, Egypt, captivity, bondage, America. They're gonna come back to America. The evil angels will terrorize these people. I don't know what the magician saw. But the evil angels are gonna come back in apparitions.
Paralysis looks like.
I just use this as an example. When them people get sleep paralysis, that's them evil angels. That's them demons and evil angels. And she's looking, the door, whatever that's open, and she's gonna see the evil angel. So yeah, that would be evil angel. That would straight up be evil angel. And with that, Shalom, Kalhulalim, Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bashem, Brakatash, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. Not this truth and great millstone GMS. Shalom.